So we are kicking off on the Columbia Noir Volume 4 set, and we have number 318 in that set, which is Walk a Crooked Mile. Now, as noirs go, this doesn't really fit into what I perceive to be a noir movie. It feels more like a procedural. It's of its time, directed by Gordon Douglas, released in 1948. It's a tale that had my attention, had some interesting facets, but ultimately wasn't as great as some of the other movies I've seen within this set. We are following a atomic plant where there seems to be a leak of information coming from there. Now it's going to the Russians, things are getting a little bit tense. We have a group of government officials that are aware of the leak. They're trying to discover where it's coming from, and they are going to do all they can to figure out. They know the person that's sending the information to the Russians. They know that the information is coming from the atomic plant. What they don't know is who's doing it and how they're getting the information out. And it becomes a sort of precursor to a procedural movie as we follow our G-men as they watch, as they surveil, as they keep tabs on everybody involved, trying to figure out who is the leak and how they can stop it before things get too dangerous. And it's kind of fun. It is kind of interesting. I liked our lead characters. I liked the setup that we have and the procedural nature of the movie as they install two-way glass and watch board meetings, record the footage, watch it back, trying to discover the evidence, trying to figure out how the bad guys are getting the information, and there's this wonderful conceit of putting it into pictures with the ultraviolet lights to show the equations and things like that. That is really interesting. But a lot of things that happen in this movie happen through the form of exposition, and it's exposition in the form of a narrator. And I felt it was a little bit heavy-handed at times, whereas the story is not overly hard to follow. You have someone coming up there and basically explaining what's happening through a few transition shots, telling you rather abruptly, like a shorthand for the movie. Our heroes have now travelled to this destination where they intend on watching this person to see if they are the leak. And you're like, yeah, I kind of get that. I see what's happening here. I don't need someone explaining every kind of machination to the movie, and that kind of detracted a little bit for me. And it's one of those ones that, although the plot is interesting and although the twist is good and who did it is fine enough, at 91 minutes it still felt a little over long. It still had moments where I felt it could have been cut. It does have some interesting moments later on. There's a good car chase. There is a lot of weight to the story. You feel that the pressure's on to capture the person behind this. There are some false starts where they're accusing people that they think may be the leak, but they don't have all their information together. And it becomes an entertaining, if not a noir movie, in my eyes. It kind of leads you down a different kind of question altogether of what is a noir movie. This is most definitely a good guys stopping bad guys, war propaganda, terrified of the Russians movie. It's fun, it's kind of forgettable. It has some moments that really irked me and some moments that I really enjoyed, like when the G-men are breaking into a suspect's apartment looking for information, almost being caught. To the car chase at the end, it was really good. To the pressure of someone realising who the leak is and then almost dying to the point where we were like, are we going to get the information? It was exciting at moments, but ultimately one of the lesser movies in this set, or the noir set so far. I'd love to know your thoughts on Walk a Crooked Mile, if you enjoyed it or whether you didn't, what you'd liked about it, what you didn't like about it. As always, there's more content up here where you can check out more of my videos. I'll probably stick up a noir movie up here as well that you can see. Probably pick one of my favourite ones, I think. And if you like this video, hit it with a like, subscribe, maybe even share if you haven't already done so. And if you're feeling extra generous, join the Patreon programme or even the membership programme where you can get extra content and really support me. It's all appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.